Yo, what is good, students? This is Pre-Service Live at 5:55. I'm joined by my co-host,
Jared Alvello. Thank you, Colton, for having me today.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Everyone's pleasure. Who is in the chat? Type in chat. Who's here? We want to see you.
DJ DK.
Oh, we got Chase. We got Katie. Who else is here? Type in chat. I want to see who you are.
It's Katie Hamilton again.
Oh, Katie again.
Yeah, Katie.
Katie. Hi.
I think she's back in the studio.
Yeah. She's back in the studio. Well, if you don't know what this is Pre-Service Live at 5:55, where we have all the scoops on behind the scenes. We got some fun games, and we just hang out. It's a fun time, you know?
For sure. Well, we got community groups, right?
We do. We do. For students, specifically junior hires, we got community groups tomorrow night, Wednesday night, at 7 o'clock.
Like, there's something just so special about community groups.
Dude.
Like, what do you like about them the best?
I personally like the special growth that happens in a community.
Yeah.
It's just unlike anything else that you can
Surreal.
experience when you're alone.
For sure. And if you're not in middle school and you're a high schooler, then we will see you on Sundays at 6 p.m.
Yep. Be there. What
Or
do you
be
like?
square.
What's your favorite part?
I don't know. You know, I think my favorite part about community groups is just like the challenge that kind of gets put on you by being in them, like accountability and where you're at with your relationship with God,
100%.
devos and stuff like that. So good, so good.
100%, 100%. Who else we got in here? We got Luke. We got Kyra. Ooh, we got Sam. Hi, people. Sam. Hello. Hi, Sam.
Hello there.
That's a meme. All right. So, we're going to do a game today. I'm going to host. He's going to play it.
I'm
now,
a little scared.
You should be. This game predates, so much. The dinosaurs. This game was created on, the first day. God created this game.
Like when Adam was there?
No, before Adam. This game predates the Earth. It's so old.
Wait, then who played it?
Jesus. God. I know my theology. I know my Bible. Don't worry. Anyway, we're going to be playing Make It or Break It.
Oh, I love this game.
It's an oldie, but a goodie. All right. Do we got that first video? All right. Let's see it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
He's going to make it?
Make it. 100%
You
make
think
it.
he's going to make it?
That looked clean.
That's quite optimistic. What do you think, chat?
Yeah,
Is
what
he
do you
going
guys
to make
think?
it?
Colin, break it.
He broke it. He broke it. You were wrong. You were wrong, my friend. He so broke that.
Dang, he looked so good there for a second.
He did. I will admit, he
He
did.
so smooth.
Oh, everyone says make it.
Yeah, see,
Dang.
I'm not the only one. He looks so
Well-
confident in doing it. And
Y'all are too optimistic.
hey, sorry, we like happy endings, Colton.
Oh, well, it's not always like that. All right, well,
Welcome to the world.
next video. Let's get that on there. All right. Let's see it.
Ooh, I like the music.
Oh.
Oh, Nitro
That's-
Circus.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
break it. He's upside down. Oh my god.
That could be part of the trick.
Okay, well, here's my thing. If
Okay,
that was
3.
me, I would 100% break it.
Wait, watch the video. All right. Oh!
Oh my
He makes
gosh.
Jared, you're just on a losing streak, bro.
Hey, you know what? Chill out, man. Chill out.
I hate to break it to you,
I
man.
should have known better. It's a Nitro Circus.
Chat. Y'all are saying break it. Everyone's saying break it.
See, they're all going with me, man. I'm
Hey,
not crazy.
You put too much trust in my man, Jarrett. He's a very trustworthy person, but, he's not always right, All right.
Anyways.
Do we have another video? Let's see it.
Make it or break it.
Ooh. Oh,
no.
Oh,
no.
Oh, I really hope he makes it.
Oh, no.
For that kid and his future generation, I pray he makes it. Let's
break
see.
it. Oh, he made it.
Okay, wow.
That was close.
That was too close for comfort.
I would have never done that.
That man has too much trust in his friend.
Yeah.
That could have ended his entire bloodline.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Milliseconds.
Milliseconds.
Could have been over.
Dude, don't do that at home. Just do not. That's my word of advice for the moment.
Always wear helmets, kids.
That too. Be safe or be sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Words of wisdom. You come here for everything, you know? All right. Do we have another video? Let's see it. Ooh.
These are getting too hard. I think, I think he's going to break this
You
one.
think he's going to break it?
I think he's going to break
All right,
this one.
let's see it. Let's see it.
What the heck? All right.
He makes it. He makes it.
Clearly,
Ooh.
I suck at this game.
Who was right? Carissa was right. Oh,
Dang.
Ethan made. Yep. Make it. He made it.
So it's everyone but me. All right, cool.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do one more. If we. Yep, we do.
Yeah, we got one
Let's
more.
go. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh. This be a kid.
Oh my gosh. This is so hard. How many seconds do I have left? Okay, I think he's gonna make it.
You gonna make it? Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I do not think he makes it. No, he does not.
Jeez.
Luke, it is not rigged, I swear.
Wow. What the
Dang,
heck?
that was.
Oh my gosh.
I think the goal is you stay on the board and not go away from it.
Yeah,
But
I think everyone within a mile radius felt that.
yeah, ow, wow.
Oh my god.
That's got to be at least 3 bruises.
Three?
Three. Specifically 3.
Specifically 3.
Specifically 3.
What about scratches?
Ooh, like 5. I would say 5. 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5's a good number. It's a
Mild
good number.
concussion, you know.
All right. Well, that is it for Pre-Service Live. Make sure you tune in next week at 5:55. You'll see more of me, some special guests. Maybe it's him again. You'll never know. You just have to tune in every week.
Pre-service live fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. We get to have fun. We get to see backstage. So, we're going to pass it back to our 2 fantastic leaders who are going to welcome you. Let's pass it to them.
Oh, what is up, youth? How's it going? Who do we got on tonight? We have Ethan. What's up, man? Luke, Carissa, Julia. Top.
Hello. My name's Savannah and my mic's not working.
And my name is Caitlin and my mic is working. All right, who else we got in here? Katie Hamilton, you're in the chat, and you're sitting right there. Look at that. Holly, don't know what donkey means, but great.
So apparently I have a dead battery, so this will work. We'll just pass this back and forth. All right, so who else did we already mention Julia? My girl. I love you, Julia. All right, so we got some really cool stuff in store for you guys tonight. We got a game. I actually don't know what it is, but I hear it's going to be really interesting. We're still kind of riding on the Valentine's Day wave, and we're talking about relationships this week, so we got a really funny This Week in Youth video for you. It should tickle some funny bones, all about Christian dating. I hear there's going to be some pickup lines in there, so take some notes.
And then we also have did you already talk about the Devo? We have a Devo from Andrea Butler, one of our leaders for junior high. So we have a junior high girl. You know who she is. And then we are also doing a relationship panel tonight. So we're going to have a single person talking. We're going to have a dating relationship couple talking. And also 2 people who are going to be married. They're going to be talking. Savannah's very shocked. So we got that going on tonight. Anything else?
I don't believe so. Let's hand it off to our game hosts, Pastors Andrew and Amon.
Oh, wow. Look at that hair. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Well, we are going to have a ton of fun tonight. We're going to play a great game. This game is called Blind Date. Wow. We're going to play a game called Blind Date. So if we could get, basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple, we're going to set up them on a nice date. So let's go ahead. We're going to set the table for a nice romantic date. Let's pull it back just a little bit this way. Perfect. If you guys can see, look at this spread. We've got a nice plate, nice cup. Look at this. We got a magnolia candle out here. Ooh, everybody said, ooh. Oh boy. We got a nice silverware set up. This is gonna be gorgeous. So, if we could get our couple out here, Josh and Abby. Everybody give them a warm welcome. Josh, we'll have you sit here. Abby, go ahead and take a seat. Pull up. You guys are in for a treat. We're setting you up tonight. We've got like a 5-course meal. It's going to be great. What's up? Oh, my goodness. We are going to have a ton of fun. You guys, this is a nice romantic location. We've got a nice setup. But there's a twist. There's a twist. Is your mic on?
Oh, I'm figuring it out.
Oh! There you go.
Am I on?
Okay. I promise it'll get more romantic. So, boom, boom. Here's the twist. You guys, it's called Blind Date. So I need you to put this blindfold on. Go ahead and put this blindfold on. Go ahead and show the camera. Look, it's even got a little nose slot.
Oh my. A nose slot?
Yeah, dude. It's like the most comfortable.
This is great. Josh, you're rocking it with the beanie? Yeah. Show the camera real quick on your right.
Look at the camera. Oh, yeah. Josh, tell me, how does that feel?
I can't see anything.
What about you, Abby? Can you see anything?
No, I could.
All right, so here's the deal. You guys are going to be on a date right now, but here's the deal. It's called Blind Date. So you are blind. You can't see anything. I am Josh.
And I am Abby.
And we are going to narrate this date. Yep. So anything we say, you guys have to do.
Yep.
So I'm going to speak as if I am Josh.
And I'm going to speak as if I am Abby.
So this is going to be a ton of fun. So we're about to jump into character, but just so you guys understand, there's going to be a couple courses. Anything that we narrate, you have to do. Just so you know, there is also, like I said, this is a fancy date. There is a waiter who will be serving you, and at times you will have to address the waiter.
So be ready. Be polite. Remember, this is a date, so nerves are high. Expectations are high.
You're trying to woo.
We're trying to woo here. She's never been on a date.
Abby said she's never been on a date before.
This is great.
You guys will have to figure it out. Okay.
Wait, what was that, Josh?
I didn't bring my wallet.
This date is off to a bad start.
It's so weird when you look at me, by the way.
No, not unless Amon narrates it.
Yeah, okay.
So,
this will be great.
There's no telling. So, anyways, we're going to dive in.
What I'll have you
All
guys
right,
do.
ready? Amon, get in character.
Okay. Wow, Josh, this is a really nice restaurant that you took me to.
I'm so hungry, I'm eating even though there's nothing on my plate.
Wow, you really do look hungry. That's not food, Josh.
I'm so hungry. I also, man, I'm really thirsty. I wish we could get some drinks. Let's see if we can call the waiter and get some drinks out here.
Okay, Josh, can you call the waiter for me?
Waiter. Oh, the waiter came in from the other angle.
Wow.
Okay, thank the waiter. All right. I'm so thirsty. Now that there's liquid in my cup, I'm going to go ahead and drink it.
Yeah, me too, Josh. I'm going to drink some of what's in my cup.
Cheers.
Can you clink?
Delicious.
Wow, Capri Sun.
I love this. I'm going to chug the rest of it. Oh, my goodness.
I'm just going to drink it all at once, one giant gulp. Gulp, 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 gulp.
Man, I'm ready for an appetizer. I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna read this menu.
Oh, Josh, can you pass me the menu? Thanks. Wow.
What do you
menu.
think? What are you gonna have tonight, babe?
Well, tonight, I'll just start with the Cheetos. The Cheetos will be great. Can you ask the waiter? Can you bring the waiter over here? I just want some chips. Oh, perfect. Josh, would you mind? Oh, perfect. The waiter's doing it. This is great. Awesome. Thank you. Wow, great waiter. Okay, Josh, eat up. I'm gonna have some on my plate with a fork.
I don't have any manners. I'm so hungry. I don't even need silverware.
Wow.
So
This
yeah,
is great.
put your I'm gonna put my napkin in my lap so I don't get any food on my lap.
Yep.
Abby, I suggest you do the same thing.
What? I'm out, man.
Awesome. It's all I need, though.
Abby, I would like some of what's on your plate. It looks delicious. Could I have a bite?
Yeah, let me give you my fork, and there we go. Let me hand feed you. No, open your mouth. I'll feed you. Stop. Let me feed you a Cheeto. Let me feed you. Open up.
Abby, that fork was empty. I need you to try again.
Sorry. I'll try again. Okay. All right, here it comes. Choo choo. Open up for the choo choo train. Open.
Abby, that's a little low. I need it to go higher.
Okay, we'll go higher. There it is.
Oh, there we go. Wow, this
3
is so
points.
romantic.
3
You know
points.
what?
This is
I'm ready
great.
for the main entree. If we
Main?
could go ahead and bring out, I'm feeling a little fruity tonight. So I'm gonna get roasted banana.
Roasted banana. Wow. That sounds exotic.
And you know what? I'm gonna order it for you too, Abby.
Ooh, a banana. I love nutrients.
And we're gonna top it off with a little something special.
Wow. Oh. Fried banana. Wow.
I'm trying to cut
Josh,
it.
What do you think?
He's getting there.
He's getting there. Okay.
This is a little undercooked.
Josh, do you not like bananas?
Here.
Well, I learned something new today.
Abby, I think my banana's undercooked. I need you to try this. I'm gonna just
Okay,
here. I've already got
I'll
it on
eat
my
some.
fork. I've already got it on my fork.
I'll put my hand out for it. Okay.
I'm trying to find it.
Okay, I'll just keep my hand here when you're ready. When you're ready, just...
There you go.
Oh, here's a banana. Here's a banana.
Just open your mouth. I'm real close. Just open.
Okay.
It fell off my fork.
I
It's on
opened
the
my
table to my right. I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Here. Just open your mouth.
My mouth is open.
Josh, that's my eye.
Okay. Thank you, Josh. Wow, this is so romantic.
Man,
I'm wooed. I'm so wooed.
I'm trying to make this date go well. How do you think I'm doing?
You're doing great. 10 out of 10. Fantastic date.
Okay, well, I think I'm ready for dessert. What do you think, Abby?
I would love dessert. Oh my gosh, this is why I came on this date. Actually, the only reason. So this is great.
Do you love dessert that much?
Yes, I do.
Sweet. Well, Abby, do you mind ordering dessert for us?
Yeah, of course. Waiter. Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow.
Just like this is a blind date, this is a blind dessert. So I'm gonna dive in.
Go ahead. This is so crunchy.
You should probably use a knife.
I don't need a knife. Very great dessert. Josh, can I have some of yours? please.
Here, we're gonna
Very
feed
rude.
each other at the same time.
Yeah,
Because this
just
dessert,
like-
this is a romantic date.
Exactly.
I'll give you a bite.
All right, open up. Ah.
Josh, that's.
Oh, so good. Thank you, Josh.
I'm sorry I put it in your
Wow.
ear.
It's okay. Believe it or not, that's not the first time someone's put food in my ear, so this is okay. I'm used to it, really.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, I'm a little thirsty from that dry cookie. Let's finish it off. Let's get another round of drinks.
Yeah, I'll call the waiter. Oh, waiter. Waiter. Waiter, can you give me a lot to drink? Because last time you barely gave me anything. I was a little sad. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Amazing, amazing.
I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink now.
Thank you, waiter. Wait, Josh, did you steal my drink? I'm looking for my drink, and I think you drank my drink, and a little rude.
Do you have any?
Oh, there goes my food.
Oh, and he's gonna finish his. He's not even gonna. I'm not even gonna
no.
share.
Oh, no. Wait, Josh, so you did take my drink, Josh. Josh did.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Okay.
You can have it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll
Thank
share
you.
with you.
Oh, thank you.
There's
so
your drink.
much.
There's your drink.
I love this drink. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. So good.
I'm so thirsty. I'm going to just down
Just
this,
finish-
and then we'll call for the
You're
check.
going to finish your
Yeah.
drink right now?
I'm gonna down it, and then
Okay.
we'll call for the check.
Well, go chug. Go ahead, Josh.
I
Chug the
just-
whole thing.
I'm a little clumsy. I just spilled in my own lap.
Wow, you really are thirsty, Josh. Yeah, okay. This is okay.
Faster. I'm gonna drink it really fast. Oh wow, delicious.
Kind of wish you looked at me the way you looked at that drink sometimes, but it's okay. Great job. Great job.
Awesome. Well, that was wonderful.
Yeah, I enjoyed this meal so much.
Would you go with me again?
No.
All right. Well, better luck
Sorry.
next time, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shake your hand farewell, and then I'm out of here.
Are you gonna pay the bill or?
Wait. Let's shake hands first.
Okay. Okay. Shake my hand. It's right here. Thank you. Okay, you got the
All
bill,
right.
right?
Thanks for covering
Thank
the bill.
you.
I'm out. I'm
What a
out.
nice
I'm gonna
gentleman.
run away
Okay,
now.
Okay. Okay. If we both run at the same time, maybe they won't catch us. We'll be okay.
We're trying to. Well.
Oh Lord. Caitlin, help the man. Help. Caitlin, help the man. Help Abby as well. Oh, there he is.
All right. I'm gonna take my blindfold off before I wreck the set. All right. Hey, give it up.
Chat, make some noise.
That
How
was
romantic
amazing.
was that? Wow. It was just like watching The Notebook.
Yeah, it was
just
incredible.
Just like The Notebook.
I feel like Abby
Wow.
ate. Well, no, never mind. She threw most
they're
of
all
her
on
food.
the floor.
Yeah.
They're all on the floor.
All right. Awesome. That was so much fun.
That was really fun to watch. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh man. Well, hey, we're gonna dive in. Like
Yeah.
Savannah and Caitlin said, we've got some fun content for you tonight. So go ahead, check this out.
Check this out, guys.
Hey everyone, my name is Andrea. I'm a junior high small group leader. So on Sunday, I did church with two of my kids who are in Kid City, and the virtue of this month is kindness, which I think is a good lesson for both youth and adults alike. So we were kind of talking about the difference between being kind and being nice. So we kind of decided that being nice is more like just not being mean, and you can be fake nice to somebody, whereas kindness is more of an action, something you do. You've probably heard the phrase act of kindness. So oftentimes people feel the need to be right over being kind. So they need to be heard. They need people to believe what they believe and think how they think. And that becomes more important than being kind to other people. So it could continue an argument or escalate an argument, and they just can't let things go. So over the last few years, I've seen this a lot with adults, unfortunately, regarding politics or social justice. And people are mean. They're so unkind to people on social media and even in the Christian church. Unfortunately, I've seen postings from Christians and they're not being very godlike or Christ-like, and I just don't understand it. And that's not a good example of what Christianity is supposed to be. So there's that division. It causes division when you're unkind. So what does the Bible say about kindness? In Ephesians, it says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as Christ God forgave you." So pick your battles, let things go, especially if it's unimportant. Don't hold a grudge and don't seek revenge. In Luke, it says, "Love your enemies and do good. Lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you'll be like sons of the Most High, for he is kind to the ungrateful and evil." So be kind to those who disagree with you. It's not easy, it's hard. Another example of kindness in scripture in Galatians, it says, "Bear one another's burdens." So what does that mean? So if somebody's struggling with something, help them, find a way to help them. An act of kindness, like buying groceries for someone who lost their job, or making dinner, or helping with chores when you see that your parents are tired from work or from parenting. Build each other up with words. Don't tear people down. There's a story in Acts about Paul, who was on a ship with a bunch of other people, and they landed on an island called Malta. And it says the islanders showed unusual kindness by building a fire and welcoming them in out of the rain and the cold. So they were showing hospitality. And while Paul was there, he healed a bunch of the islanders. And then when it was time for them to set sail again, the islanders provided supplies for their travels. So why should we be kind to one another? Well, first of all, God has been kind to us. He forgives us, he provides for us, and he allows us to make choices. We have free will to make choices. So if we're kind to others, then they will show kindness to us too when we need it, like a shoulder to cry on if you need it. So in my own experience, I have a situation, a friend of mine that I've known since I was a kid. Well, I should say she's more of an acquaintance. I haven't really talked to her much in like 10 years. And then out of the blue, a few months ago, she started sending me these videos that were kind of aggressive. And it kind of sounds like she doesn't think I'm saved or she doesn't think I'm a good Christian. And just those words, and I responded really defensively. And so that just, we really butted heads and things are not settled yet. Pray for me. So just not showing kindness, it just divides people and pushes people away. And we want people to want to hang around us. You know, God wants us to be a good example to people and to be kind to people. So that's my lesson. Be kind.
The last time we went, the coffee shops closed at like 4 and we didn't realize it, so we missed all the coffee shops. So it's good. They're going to fix in the morning. Like they're actually open. Yeah. And I'm hopeful that there's places that are open. Yeah. But I mean, we'll see. You never know. Let's wear herself.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, that's very impressive. Really,
yeah.
Hang on.
Hey girl, your temples are behind your veil are like two halves of a pomegranate.
Is that from the Bible?
My day is good. I mean, it's work and I'm reading my Bible and stuff. Thank you. Wow, this looks great. It's like Easter inside, so it's here. So I've been thinking.
I love it when you think.
So last night when I was praying, I really felt like I heard the Lord say that we're going to be getting married.
Glad we're on the same page. Meg. Wait, what's your middle name?
Catherine.
Meg, Catherine Rosie. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Are you longing for a meaningful relationship? Do you want a boo thing like that? Well, here are some pickup lines straight out of the Bible, proven to lock you in a boo thing.
Hey boy, your cheeks are like beds of spice, always yielding perfume.
Dang girl, your neck's like an ivory tower. Your eyes are like the pools of Heshbon.
Hey girl, your waist is like a mound of wheat surrounded by lilies.
Hey boo, your teeth are like a flock of sheep, just short. Each has its twin.
Your nose is like the Tower of Lebanon, looking towards Damascus.
Hey youth, I took some notes. You know what Andrew always says, note takers are world changers? Well, I'm gonna change someone else's world someday with those pickup lines. So thank you, Andrew, for all that. Needed it, wanted it, all that. Youth, this is the time, take some notes. No, I'm just kidding, but hey, we got some friends here in the house. We got some people. If you guys have been in touch with what we're doing at Youth, we are on week 3 of with our series on relationships, where we're talking about what does it look like to date right in the godly parameter and to win in relationships. So we got some people here who kill it at what they do, who kill it at who they represent. So without further ado, would you guys mind introducing each other? Let's go from here on to the end.
Oh, each other? Like ourselves or?
Ooh, let's do that. Introduce your boo thing and sorry, Meg. Don't worry, I'll introduce myself too. Okay, but introduce your boo thing.
Oh my God. Okay, weighing in at. No, just kidding. Okay, this is my husband Nathan, and he's,
Nathan.
Yeah.
Who knows that as Nathan?
I like his keep it government, you know. Nathan Michael Perez, and he is from Santa Paula, California.
Wow.
And we met in California, and he swept me off my feet pretty quickly. And then we've been married 6.5 years.
Wow.
Amen. This is my wife of 6 years, Crystal Ann. 6.5. Crystal Ann, formerly Sanford, but now Perez.
Yeah.
She is a runner enthusiast. She takes great care of our 2 daughters, Priscilla and Penny, who are 4 and 2. And she enjoys long walks on the beach. What can I say?
Wow, what can you say? That is great. Amazing. The Perezes are no stranger to the house. They both are very involved with the church, so super exciting. Next, we have these two.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
This is Meg. She's on the worship team here. She does worship team for like the youth sometimes. And we've known each other for like ever, but only been dating for probably like almost 2 years. Or I guess a year and a half.
2 years, wow.
Recently got engaged as well. Been engaged for just about 2 months now.
Yeah, woo! If you like it, then you should have put a ring on. Sorry, I'll stop.
And we're representing the dating couple.
Ooh, shout out to all the dating couples in the chat.
Yeah.
Woo!
This is Noah Alexander Geyer.
Ooh, Alexander?
Alexander.
With an O.
With an O.
It's Alexander with the chat. Put that in the chat.
OLX or something?
Alexander.
And he is currently in school to be a surgical technologist. Ooh.
Wow. Ooh. Put ooh in the chat, folks. Put ooh.
So much schooling.
Ooh, dad.
Noah serves really faithfully on the tech team here at East Hill, was raised in this church, grew up in this church. We met in this church. He's great. Get to know him.
He is a great guy.
Yeah.
That's a great guy.
We love Meg and Noah.
We love Meg and Noah. Meg and Noah serve at our high school ministry. Love them to death. Hey, if they're your community group leaders, you know what to do. Make some noise in the chat. Let them know you love them. Cool. And last but not least.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Abby. I am representing the single people out here.
Single people, make some noise. Put it in the chat.
Yo.
Single ready to mingle. Put it. The single fingers, go. Just kidding, okay.
Am I supposed to share something about myself?
Yeah,
or-
share a fun fact. Share a fun fact.
I've been going here my whole life.
Ooh.
Since I was born, and I work at a coffee shop.
Wow.
She's my roommate.
And
Yes.
they're roommates.
And they were
Wow.
roommates.
Shout out to all the roommates in the house. Shout out to my roommate, running camera 2. Okay.
He's here,
My
though.
guy, he's here. We got all the roomies in the house. That is some good love. Hey, so youth, what we did this week, Pastor Andrew and myself, we did polls on Instagram. We had you email us. We texted you today asking you guys, what are some questions that you guys have that we could answer on a panel? So we're here to answer these questions that you have on relationships, on marriage, on dating, on singleness. So we have a ton of questions all across the board. I'm going to be asking this very well experienced and great looking crowd of people, or panel of people, your questions. Are you guys ready? Put in the chat, I'm ready. Let them know. Hey, all right, I got one. I got one. I'm going to start with the representation of the single people, okay?
Woo.
Okay.
Single.
And
#single.
This is a guy. A guy put this in, submitted this question, and here's the question. What if the girl I like isn't Christian? Ooh. Put ooh in the chat.
That's a good one.
It's a great question.
Okay, well, I know. Oh, that is. Yep.
Yeah.
I would say. Oh gosh, they say don't missionary date. That's a big one.
That's huge.
So don't date to try and get someone to come to church.
Yep.
I would say stick to your guns, Don't settle for someone who isn't Christian. Like, hold out for someone who has all the qualities you want. That's what I would say.
Exactly. Don't settle, people.
Don't settle.
Don't settle. Yeah, that's great. Can you explain a little bit on missionary dating?
Yes.
Because that's a great topic.
So actually funny, my mom missionary dated, but it worked out in their favor. I don't condone.
Don't do it.
But basically, it's just like you like someone and they're not Christian.
Right.
And so you try and get them, like through dating them, you try and get them to go to church and be Christian, but it doesn't usually work out.
Right.
Too risky.
Yep. Huge risky, huge flag zone. So if there's a girl, fella, guy, my dude, man to man real quick, if the girl you like isn't a Christian, from the words of Abby, don't missionary date. It's not a good deal. It's the risk to reward ratio are too great. Losing salvation, not a good thing. All right. So don't do that. Thank you, Abby. Great explanation on that. I have another question, and this one will go to the dating couple over here. What are some red flags in a relationship?
That's a great question. Let's see. I think, I think a red flag is when you don't have, a red flag you can notice within yourself is like, man, like kind of a moment of like, where'd my community go? Like, I'm so isolated. Where are my, for me, where are my ladies at? Why haven't I been checking in with them?
Yeah.
Do I feel like there's something I'm hiding? And I would say just within yourself, that's kind of a self-check of like, community is so important, especially within relationship.
Yes.
And I think that is a really huge one that I will always loudly advocate for.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
Or if the other person doesn't want you to be close to friends or family.
That's real.
You gotta say that.
That's
say
real.
That. Yep.
Nate's
That's more than a red flag. That is an unhealthy relationship and definitely
Amen.
one that you should not be involved in.
100%. Yep.
Very true.
Huge.
I think also if you start to become less like the person you want to be, because you become more like the people that you're around. And if you start seeing things in yourself of like, oh, I'm not going to church anymore, I'm not, you can kind of get a good gauge on.
Like things that you're settling for in yourself, I know I should be doing this, but it's like, I really like this person, so it's all right. It's like, that's a red flag. It's like when
when you start compromising yourself for, yeah, huge.
Yeah, just on another note, one of like the big things that for like going into a relationship and like just like making sure to like stay on track with like who you are, like one of like the big things for me was just making sure that they had like a healthy appreciation of Star Wars.
Oh, all right.
So Meg, you got Star Wars on deck or what?
Meg had to watch all the movies. She got tested.
You have to have
standards.
She barely made the cut. Barely made the cut.
Barely.
That's great. Yeah, that's huge. Man, all right. Well, here's another question, and this is going to be for everybody, all right? Do you have to kiss your boyfriend or girlfriend in the first few weeks of dating them, or can you wait a few months? So do I have to kiss my boo thing on the first date, or can I wait?
Y'all, I dated like 3 guys I never kissed. Never.
Ooh. Talk about boundaries.
Just saying,
That's right.
You don't have to at all.
Wow.
No, you don't.
If you're, I mean, don't let me preach, but my mama always says she's really big on like, you are single till you get married, because in God's eyes, you're either brother and sister in Christ or you're in a covenant for all time. Well, till you die.
Yeah.
So all that to say, like, if the point of dating is to see if you should get married, like, you shouldn't be all up in their business right away, because that's just jumping in too fast.
Right, right. Yeah.
I mean, I made lots of mistakes, but I'm just saying that you don't even have to kiss everyone that you're going on dates with, or.
Wow, that's huge. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, that was definitely a big thing for like Meg and I in like the beginning of our relationship, was just like finding like where our boundaries lied. And just like, I mean, we were like talking and together for like a couple months, and then actually started dating, and then it was like 2 months after that before like we had our first kiss. And
then I left to Australia.
Yeah, for 3 months.
So then there was no kissing. Kissing on Zoom.
It's a rough time.
Oh man. Wow, that's great. That's great. Well, that's a great question, because that leads to our next question, and this is all across the board. How do you decide on boundaries?
That's good.
How do you decide on boundaries when you're dating? When you're, what's that term? What do they use on the block when you're exclusive? How do you decide on boundaries when you're exclusive? How do you decide on boundaries in marriage? Because marriage is a whole new different beast of now you're living with somebody, so you got to establish those boundaries. So I'd like to hear your guys' perspective on boundaries. How do you decide them? What does it look like?
Well, I would say right off the top, we always think of physical boundaries, because I remember being in high school and junior high and college, and it's like you're always thinking, oh, how far is too far? That's the first thought. But there are other kinds of boundaries that are really important too.
Yeah.
In fact, until you're like exclusive with a person and considering marriage, like, you don't owe them your life, all your emotion, all your time. That's something that Christian dating often gets wrong, is like, you go on a date with one person. And, well, the video kind of joked about it, right? You go on one date with someone and you're like, it's over. I am all in. This is my future spouse. I'm not even going to talk to anybody else of the opposite sex. But that's probably too much too soon. Right. So you even have to know your emotional boundaries going in.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I would say like one of like the biggest things is just like making sure you know yourself, to like know what level of like comfort and boundaries that you need for yourself before even like going into it like together.
Yeah.
So that like saying like, if you know you're struggling in like a certain area, like I can't think of examples right now, but like if you know yourself well enough to know where you struggle, you can like bring that into the relationship, like already expressing like, this is the way that I struggle, this is the place that I struggle, and I want to like make sure that we're like prepared in advance for like setting up a healthy like system of just like communicating, just like living.
Right, right.
I would say too, like, obviously the goal here personally is to have a relationship with Jesus. So let's put him in the center, right? Oh, yeah. And so if there's boundaries that are crossed that jeopardize your relationship with Christ, your personal relationship with Jesus, then it's a boundary that's crossed, and it's not good.
That's good.
And so obviously you could always start there. What do my boundaries look like? If it causes my relationship or my walk with Jesus to stumble a little bit, then
yeah, no doubt.
I would say, like, for people who are single, who are in a relationship, when it comes to boundaries, like, I think it's important to know your own boundaries before you even like get into the talking phase. So, like, sit down, like with God, or sit down with a mentor or whatever and be like, what are the things that I want in my future, like, relationship? Like, what are the boundaries that I will not, like, I will not bend for, I will not whatever, you know, like, so it's like you're set up for success before the relationship even happens, you know, you already know these are the things I want and I will not. So it's like you can, when you find that person, you can be like, hey, these are my things. If you're not cool with it, then, like, sorry, but you're not for me, you know, kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge too, because I think a common misconception for single people is, oh, I'm not in a relationship yet, so I don't need to worry about boundaries or think about boundaries. Right. I love how you talked about, no, even if you're single, start now. You don't got to wait till later. Start now.
You
get a list.
You don't know when God will put someone in your life. So.
Exactly. And when he does, you want to be ready for it. Yeah. So you want to be ready for that. That's huge. But I want to add to that a little bit. One of the things that I see working the best is, I love how Jason said, where boundaries are clearest, freedom is greatest. Yeah. You know? And my counselor always says, it's kind to be clear. So it's all about communicating. It's talking about, if you're talking about whoever you're dating or whoever you're exclusive with or considering marriage with, you want to communicate your boundaries. You want to use your words. You want to articulate yourself in a way that's hopefully not, hey, you better get away from me, but in this way, like, hey, these are my boundaries. These are the lines that I prefer. Just don't cross, please. Let's talk about boundaries that way. So communicating in a grace-filled way, what a boundary is. So does that make sense? Yeah. Awesome. Great. Well, that leads to another question. We talk about boundaries. How do you accept a breakup from a girlfriend or a boyfriend? How do you accept a breakup?
There's this Seinfeld episode.
Oh.
Where
Seinfeld.
You guys, I'm 34.
Hey, Seinfeld's heat. It's on Hulu, isn't it?
It is. It is still so funny. But there's this episode, and it's always George, if any of you have watched it. And he's like, he had decided, he's all, she's going to break up with me. And he decided, you know what? No, I'm just not going to let her. So they have this, I don't know if any of you have seen the episode, but like he's talking to her, and then she's like, and she starts going there, and he just goes, nah. She's like, I don't think we should see each other anymore. And he's like, no, we're going to. So anyway, it just reminds me of, like, that's how not to do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Basically.
Don't do that, youth.
But is the question how to break up with someone or how to handle if you are broken up with?
Let's do both. Let's do how do you break up with someone in a healthy way? Because, obviously not every single relationship will work out. We believe that here, right, youth? Not every single relationship is going to work out. And if it doesn't, how do you break up someone in a way that honors God and honors the other person? And then vice versa, how do you cope with being broken up with? Those are two. So let's start with the first one. That's a deep one.
I think, I think in terms of, like, breaking up with somebody, I think that, like, going to the people around you and having it be like a fully processed idea before you're going into it, rather than just being like, this is the first time I'm thinking about this, and you're, but going into it with it processed and something that you've been praying about, so that you go in with, like, peace already. And I think just communicating clearly, I think the tendency is to kind of beat around the bush and be like, oh, it's not you, it's me. You can be honest and be like, hey, like, this isn't working because, like, I have values that are different than yours, so I see my life going somewhere different. Yeah. And so I don't know. I think communicating clearly and honestly, even though that's hard and painful, especially when it is that, like, close relationship. But I think communicating clearly and honestly, and keeping it short. Yeah. Keep it nice and short. And then get out of there. Drive yourself and drive yourself home. Yep.
Yeah. Get the keys ready.
I would add to that too. Don't do it through a text message.
Please.
Yes. Or Snapchat. Or
say that
twice. Or don't ghost someone. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't do that. Like, honor that person. Yes. Love that person. Meet up with them, and then, like Meg was saying, just already kind of be processing your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, and be honest. Like, don't let it drag out. Like, breakups just, like, the feeling of breakup just doesn't happen, like, over a course of time. It might, but usually right away, like, I don't see myself with this person. I don't see this relationship going anywhere. Like, in that moment, have the conversation. Don't let it drag out. I think the biggest mistake, too, is to say, my feelings would change. I'll eventually end up loving this person. That if you don't love them now, chances are you're not gonna love them 6 months from now. And it's probably just because you don't want to be alone to begin with. And so be honest with the person, and also be honest with yourself. And so,
jeez.
Can I go one? I'm sorry, one little story.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it. I love story times. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Because I like to tell stories on myself, because it'll be, So, man, because Nate and I didn't get married till we were 28 and 30, and so I had a lot of years of like seeing who was the right one for me, and I believe in the dating process. Like, hey, you have to get to know people. So, I have both like broken up with a few people, including breaking off an engagement, and then after that, I got dumped like 3 times in a row. Right? Wow. So I've been through the ringer. But one of those 3 in a rows, I mean, it always sucks. It just sucks, man. And by the end of those 3, I was like, dang, am I like the worst person to date ever? But the third one was this, he was actually a great guy, and he was a youth pastor, and he was leaving to go speak at a camp. So he goes off for like a week-long camp to be like the main speaker, and I send him this amazing care package, and it had like different, he's like, he doesn't know the story yet. Actually, he never heard it, but he gets this care package with all this amazing stuff, and some of it's like references to things he said, right, and all that. And like, I do not hear anything from him, and it's like and then I had gone on a trip with my family while he was gone, right? So anyway, I'm like, dude, I know maybe your cell phone doesn't work at the lake, but by now, like, I haven't heard nothing from him. And you know when you start getting, I don't know if you guys have been dumped as much as I have, but like, you know when it's coming, trust me. So anyway, I'm like, oh no. So he comes, and this is where I say, like, it's as good of a breakup as could be. And he basically comes over, and I can tell where this is going. And he's like, you know, your package was like so amazing and thoughtful that like it made me realize that I'm not where you're at feelings wise.
Oh Lord.
So isn't that sad? It was like too nice of a package, and it made him realize like he didn't like me that much. So he just gave it to me straight, man.
Oh man.
So how'd you
and I appreciate.
Yeah, how'd you handle that?
It was really hard, but I mean, I had been through it a lot, and I was like, well, I'm just going to take it to Jesus. And that is when I told God, like, I'm just signing up for arranged marriage, and it's going to be whoever you arrange. And then pretty soon, that's when this one came along. But because he was so upfront with me, like that individual, actually, like, we're still cool if I were to see him. You know, we're friends on Facebook because we're both in the ministry. Like, we don't talk, but we're chill because he respected me enough to tell me the truth, and it hurt.
Right. No doubt. Well, I mean, now that we're on the topic of you and Nate, how long you guys been married again? Let the chat know.
6.5 years.
6.5 years.
In the chat right now, say, ooh, that's a long time.
That's a long. How many 6.5-year-olds we got in the chat? Let me know. Hey. Hey, we got a few questions. Some people in the chat, and you guys can ask questions in the chat, but we got a few students in the chat asking, how do you know if the person you're dating is the one? How do you know? And feel free.
I mean, gosh, love talking about this topic because it's important. It's hard, y'all, because there could be many ones. I mean, I hate to say that to an engaged couple who's like, you are my soulmate, and it's the, but what I mean is like, the point is they have to be a sold out, blood-bought, spirit-filled, Bible-reading believer. And then that's the number one. And then the rest is figuring out if they're, okay, so Jesus first. Second is emotional health. Are they secure enough? Are they really ready to put another person before themselves? And are they just secure in who they are, where they don't have these huge emotional ups and downs and put you on a roller coaster? And you need to be ready too. And then third is your connection as friends. So you gotta have an incredible friendship connection, an incredible just the way that you guys talk and play around and have fun. And that was what we had was just this amazing friendship right off the bat. So of
right.
course there's so much more too, like you need to be financially stable before you get married and blah, blah, blah. But important things, but it's like, you just have to know what the most important things are, but don't obsess over if there's only 1 out of 9 billion people.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I would just add to that. So like in your singleness, you know, you should already have, you know, some kind of value system for yourself. And then with that, there should be at least like 5 characteristics that you're looking for in the opposite. And so when you now meet people, you kind of just like check the list, right? Like, okay, he or she has at least 4 of the 5 or 3 of the 5, and you could kind of help, you know, narrow it down, so to speak, because I mean, ultimately, like, you don't want Mr. Right now, you want Mr. Right. And so you want to be able to go through that list and say, hey, you know, she has this, and this. Like, okay, like, because, yeah, like you said, like, there's billions of people on earth, and so there could be tons of Mr. or Mrs. Rights, and so, but it's, you know, the person that you meet in that moment, in that season, that, you know, with us as spiritual people, you know, we feel like, well, the Lord brought us this person, so, but they got to make sure that they fit the criteria.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, huge, man. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Noah.
Yeah, so I think one of like the biggest things for us was that from the get-go of the relationship, we like didn't latch on to the relationship. It was that it was constantly held in open hands of like, if this is the person that you have for me, then like make it so. Yeah. And then it just took a ton of prayer, a ton of time just to like get to know each other and like get to know our relationship together with God as like the center of it. And just like praying together until like you kind of like made the way for it all to pan together into like us getting engaged.
Yeah.
And it's just like taking the initial step in the relationship of saying like, this is not mine, this is like yours, God.
Yeah. Wow. That's so good. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Well, tagging on what you said, I love what you said. Make sure it's not Mr. Right now, but Mr. Right. But kind of tagging off that, one more. We got a few more questions. Probably let's do 2 more. All right. How do you know? And this is one of our students. This is my favorite question, by the way. People, check this out. How do you know if the person, if you actually like somebody, or you just like their attention? How do you know if you just want? How do you know if you just want attention? You know, someone's giving you attention. How do you know if you actually like them, or if it's just the attention they're giving? You know.
I mean, look at who they are as a person. You know, like aside from, oh my gosh, he or she's texting me. Like this is so exciting. Like, step out of that.
Yeah.
Change your perspective. Be like, okay, who is this person? Like to their core. You know, like.
Yeah.
Do they have the things that I want in a person? Because it's like ultimately like you can like someone, but it's like if they don't have those things, then what's the point? So I don't know. I don't think that's the right answer to that question.
No, that was great.
But
yeah,
that's what I would say. So
yeah.
I would say too. Wait, repeat the question because I kind of got like.
I know. I'm sorry.
I got a little mixed up.
How do you know if you actually like someone or you just like attention?
Oh yeah, that's a challenge, right?
Yeah.
Because if you just want the attention, you as a person can't recognize that because you lack the self-awareness,
Right.
and you lack the emotional health. And so I guess one way is to kind of just take a step back and try to reevaluate your relationship. If you're dating the relationship rather than that person, then you're probably in it just for the attention.
Oh my
right?
gosh.
And so, but to add to that, that's why community, bro, you cool?
Dude,
you good?
Say that again. Say that again. That was too good.
I forgot. Holy Spirit.
Rewind that, people. That was wow.
If you're taking a step back out of the relationship and you're allowing yourself to reevaluate the relationship and you see that you're dating the relationship rather than the person, then you probably just want it for the attention. Right?
Man,
there.
that's
Holy
so
Spirit
good.
said it again. And so put it in the chat, Holy Spirit shout out. And so and I would add to that too. That's why community and mentorship is so important.
Huge.
Because then now you have a group of people who love you so much that are now a pair of eyes for you because they can see the things that you can't see when you're in the middle of that relationship and you're all caught up in your feels. And so then now they could come alongside you and say, hey, I see this in you. hey, I feel like we need to call this out. Hey, this is unhealthy characteristic in you. Hey, you've changed this way. So they lovingly and gently kind of nudge you back into the right
Community
direction.
and prayer are like the biggest things. Like I
Yeah.
feel like in all the questions, community and prayer.
Right.
It's like can answer anything, I feel like.
Huge.
It's also why you don't want to rush it too fast.
Yeah.
Don't rush to get exclusive fast.
Mm-hmm.
And don't rush into engagement, especially the younger you are, the longer you need to take because you don't have as much life experience yet.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's huge. I want to add to that as well. Again, I love what you said, like, usually know off the bat if this is someone you could be with, you know? So for that question, like, how do you know if it's someone you actually like or if it's just attention that you want? I think the way you leave their presence says a lot of it. If you leave the presence and like, I feel like myself, I feel like I had fun, I feel like I enjoyed my time, I think that's when you're like, okay, I actually like or I like who they are, I like what they bring to the table, I like the life they bring into the room. I think that's when they're like, wow, this is actually be someone that I could potentially see myself with. But if you walk away and you're like, oh, that's not it. That's not it. There's dates I've driven home from dates and I'm like, that wasn't it. That was not it. She was pretty, she was cool, she loved Jesus, but it wasn't it, you know? And that's okay. That's okay to say that, you know? Because not everyone's going to be a good fit for you. So you have to just have that self-awareness, know yourself good enough to know what you want. And it comes down, write a list, put it down, check it twice. When you go on a date, that way you know what you're looking for, you know?
Something that Meg and I would do literally all through high school, and I think we did it so many times, was literally just like go to a coffee shop or go to a random table and sit and write all the qualities we want in our person. Like all the time. We would change it all the time. We would like, it was probably one of my favorite things to do because it's like you just get to like write like everything you want in your dream person. Like just write it down,
So fun.
you know, and look back at it, you know.
Yeah. That's so great. Well, hey, that's about all the time we have. We went a little bit over, youth. I hope you don't mind. But with that being said, youth, we love you. We care about you. I mean, if you have any other questions, this isn't just the only time where you can ask them. This is why you're in community groups. This is why you have contact with Pastor Andrew and myself. Feel free to always ask us what kind of questions you have. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into a time of worship, and we'll see you soon.
You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. And it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, You alone are worthy, God. You alone are worthy, God. Oh, we sing out your name. Sing this out. And all the earth will shout your name. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. Sing that again. And all the earth will shout your name. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. Let's clear that again. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great. One more time. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry. These bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. Great are you, Lord. And great are you, Lord. Oh, and great are you, Lord. Are you, Lord? Say that one more time. Oh, and great are you, Lord.
Wow.
That was some good worship.
That was really good. And the panel, I think the
There
people
was
that
some
were on the
things in
panel.
there I didn't want to hear. But it was good though.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part, Caitlin?
I would have to say,
Your pastors are dancing in the
yeah,
background.
your pastors are crazy right now, you guys. Just saying. I would definitely have to say, like, they were talking about boundaries, and it's important to have them during a relationship, but also before as a single person. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a single person right now, and it's important to start thinking about those. So when you get into a relationship, like, you already have them, and you're not struggling to figure those out during the process.
Yeah, I love that because, and they talked about it a little bit, emotional boundaries for
Yeah.
yourself, so then you know how to make emotional boundaries for yourself in the relationship too. I
Yeah.
thought that was awesome. I really like, they touched on it for a second, that like, it's okay to date. It's okay not to rush exclusivity. It's okay to take your time, and it's okay to walk away if something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, that your first boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't have to be your last. It's okay
Yeah.
to, figure it out and really get to know yourself and get to know some people and date. That's what that's for. It's to
Yeah.
figure out what you're looking for.
Yeah, like Pastor Amon was saying that he's been on really on dates, and like the person loved Jesus and was great and
Yeah.
nice, but just wasn't it.
Yeah,
and
just
that's
didn't
okay.
feel right.
Yeah.
No, that's healthy.
Yeah,
That's super
100%.
healthy. Go on. All right, so guys, don't forget this week we have community groups. Don't miss out on Zoom every week. Junior high, 7 o'clock. Be there.
7.
Julia, Holly, Brianna. Who am I missing? Our girls.
Our other girls.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, those are the girls that were there
Yeah.
last week. Can't wait to see you,
We
ladies.
got high school. That's at 6 p.m. on Sunday. 6.
Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry. I meant high school. High school small
Girl,
groups.
you're getting your
You
small
guys
groups
are
mixed up.
freshmen. I know that. I've just known you guys through middle school, so in my head or in my heart,
True,
you're
true.
still like. But
True, true. And then we also have every week, don't forget, next Tuesday, pre-service live at 5:55.
Yes, don't miss out. It's so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun. Colton and his special guest leading. They're funny. They're great.
Make it or break it.
Make
That's
it or
my
break
favorite
it.
so far.
I mean, what can go wrong?
All right, guys, we love you so much. Have a fantastic week, and don't get buried in another snowstorm.
Peace
Bye,
out.
guys.